Hi everyone. Today the topic that worries many men is one of the most relevant. How to understand that a girl likes you and how to understand whether she loves you or not. The topic constantly make crazy men and make them worries. And the most weird thing is when the girl is already gone from relationship and the guy think, maybe she still loves me. How to figure out? Before I tell you my opinion, in my YouTube channel I'm explain how women think, how read their emotions, how to control their emotions, and stop have any quarrels and stop suffer when you have any connection with any woman. So you can subscribe now to my YouTube channel and keep enjoy next information. I would like to talk about how men usually perceive some hidden signal from women. I opened the first site and what they talking about here. First point is girls' eyes are real dangerous weapon. When answering the question of how to understand whether a girl like you, first observe her gaze. If she loves you or she passionate about you, then you will notice the following things, and they write it. Eye contact at least longer than usual, at least 6 seconds. It's normally, right? Because you're in a dating, it's normally look to each other. The pupils dilate when she look at you. Maybe she drinks something, or maybe, who know, what kind of that girl, what they talking about. She often peeps at you more than at the other people. It's also like I think it's normally because you're on a date and you normally to look to each other, right? Friends, looks how everything works. Okay, if you're familiar with a girl, if you're sitting like in a company, in a restaurant, on if you're on a subway and a familiar girl often glances at you, and in response she averts her eyes when she removes your gaze at the moment when you cross your eyes. Indeed, this indicates the presence of interest on her part, but by doing that, she demonstrates willingness for let you come up to her and start dialogue with her. She ready for it. But the worst thing is when people say like, I was on a date like twice with a woman, and then she stopped communicate with me at all and doesn't go to the meeting anymore. But I saw in her eyes that she loved me. Can you imagine? Many people speak about that. Guys, if communication happened, the guy was simply forgotten right away from her life, but he already saw something in her eyes. How it's possible? Don't lie to yourself, okay? Friends, don't think too much about the look. You're not familiar with the girl. From the look, you can understand about her willingness, her ready to communication with you. When you met a woman, do not try to see something in her eyes. This is complete lie. Okay, the next recommendation is lips. Okay, I read. When communication with a nice woman, pay attention to her lips. Look always, right? To say about her sympathy, the girl does not have to say anything at all. Maybe. If she likes you, then she highly likely to be lick lips. Bite the lower lip a little bit. It's make me really smile, like because about biting your lower lip, maybe you mess it up the date. Maybe you don't go on a date. Maybe you go took a session with an escort girl. You think about it. She can bite, but the main thing is better if she not bite something else, right? I suggest you forget this point because such actions are not confirmation of anything. A girl maybe have sympathy and similar action reaction like she maybe not consciously did it, and it may be a habit. Maybe her lips have chapped. Maybe there are still a lot of options. Maybe dry. Does not mean anything, and just pay attention to her lips. It just no sense. I do not advise you to do this. It will not tell you anything at all. The next recommendation is about body position, her body position. Read. Observe the position of the female body during a conversation to understand if she likes you. Okay. But then it says, if she crosses her arms on her chest, she does not look at you, you can make conclusion that she really don't care about you. Weird. If you are on a date with a girl, it will be difficult to her to look in the other direction because she usually will sit opposite. Understand? And regarding about crossing arms, I would not include it in the mandatory rules. And if you are talking about like a tilt in your direction, this can really indicate interest, but at the beginning of the meeting she may feel a little bit uncomfortable. She may deviate a little when you lean towards her, but if you communicate for some time with her, here you can deviate at some point and see if she begins towards to you or not. And here you can see her personal interest. If not, then most likely she is still enslaved, or she really does not have much interest on you. And another point is when a girl tries to touch a man. There are different fleeting touches, right? Does it happen when a girl by herself enters a man like a personal zone, right? She by herself tries to touch the man. They write about it. It actually happened, and I had it. It happens when a woman falls in love with you initially. It happens, but it's rare. There also says that about arbitrary and not arbitrary mirroring of gestures. I would not include that here also. This even can happen when you talk with your friend or other people. I will not include that to our list. In the manifestation of some kind of hiding sympathy for you, no, I will not include. The next point is that she blushes when she is near with you. They write about it. When a girl goes on a date, is it likely that she goes with 2 layers of foundation? Therefore, even is it red as a tomato? You really have no option to see it. If you are talking about some kind of embarrassment, see how it's worked, like in my opinion. If I remember my many dating and meeting, in a highlight, I following some sequence. A woman, when she's interested in a man, can really feel embarrassed at the beginning when you meet her first. Or when you come to pick up her by your car, you can see that she's like intense. She's trying to say something that you do not have pause at all, because she has already told about it and planning what she will say, like okay, I'm going to his car and I will ask him this and this. Yes, he answered already to me, but I will ask anyway. It's how they think. That is, you can feel it, and after maybe 10 or 15 minutes, your communication has already improved a little, and she relaxes. And she has, of course, a good mood. She starts to giggle you, and you can see that she's already passionate about you. This is my option, is a great indicator that there are a clear interest in you. The next point that made me really laugh: when she rubs an object. What she can rub? What? You know, there are a possibility of few meanings. I think you also thought about this, right? About same subject. What she can rub? This is a really pretty interesting list, which is sometimes really difficult, dependent to normal behavior of women. I don't know if she really worried to lose the item. Then it's okay. She can rub it. It's okay. Then they write here, you need to pay attention to her movement. Look at how she holds the subject. There are even have some options here how she can hold the subject. She strokes him gently and maybe at the same time looks into your eyes. That really interesting. We go back to escort girl again, right? Can you see something similar? Okay, what next? Subconsciously, she lets you know that you are attracted to her as a man. In my opinion, no, not subconsciously at all. Quite clearly and understandably when she rubs something. Okay, next. She can direct an object in your direction. as if she were pointing her legs or body towards you. If she just squeezes the subject and glances at you, that doesn't mean anything. That means like if she really squeezes, doesn't count. Only gentle stroke. In my opinion, it's more obviously demonstrates this interest of a woman if she begins to ask some weird question in process on conversation, in meetings, in dating, communication. Not that personal question, but maybe not be interest for her at all. For example, like whom did you want to be as a child? Like when you broke up with your ex, and other details of your life, maybe some profession and everything else. She asks this and listens with interest to your answers. She does not give a damn about it at all. How does it touch to her? How it depends to her, right? This is already a signal that she is interested in you, and she simply develops the conversation to next level with you in this way. Perhaps even she seems interested in it, but again, this interest is based on her sympathy to you. If we are talking about some process of chatting, when you not had meetings yet, maybe there was a meeting, maybe more than one, it is quite obvious here. Means the speed of your response to your any messages. They directly indicate your importance for her. Does she write first or not? Again, if she does not write first, she simply can waiting the initiative from you. This does not mean anything. You can write first to her. Her likes, her comments, details, answers to your questions. If she answers in details, you see how much she tries to communicate with you. That is important for her to share some events from her life. If she starts to be frank with you so quickly, she can start quickly. She can share some details about her life on the second and maybe third date, or maybe meetings, what worries her and maybe what she worries about. This is indicate the presence of interest in you. Guys, for people who won't really understand what need to do for make women love you, make women like you, go to my YouTube channel and check next video. On that video, if you hear some new information, something interesting, you know that likes is so important for YouTube, right? So smash likes, subscribe my YouTube channel, and write any comments. It will really help me. And see you in the next video.